Hello, hello, and welcome back to Death Stranding. Oh yeah, I just mentioned that my cat was meowing like crazy. That's why there's an aw there. Hey Lou, how you doing? Lulu, 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 my sweet little baby Lulu. Oh my god.
Adorable.
Yeah, that was so goofy. That was so cute, kissing the pod. Man, I am an uncle now, and I live with my brother, so I see my niece all the time. And she's just too fucking cute of a baby. She's just too fucking baby. Too fucking cute of a baby. I love spending time with my niece. She always makes me laugh. um, so earlier today, as I was getting ready to go and hang out with my friends, I sat down on the couch for a moment, and she was like sat there playing with toys, and she got up, ran over, and just rested her head on my lap and sat there. And I was like, oh my, like still standing up, leaned forward, head on my lap, and looking up at me. So cute. What's my new equipment I can fabricate? Stabilizers. Oh, I got a new patch, right? Oh, I should refresh the cover, the protective cover, actually, if I'm able to here. Alright, yeah, I just gotta give them some chiral crystals. Private locker. Oh, I have a blood bag sitting in my private locker. I didn't realize. Good to have seen that. There we go. Take 48. Oh man, me and my friends watched the third of the Dead movie. God, my brain always jumbles them even when I've literally just watched them. Yeah, it's Dawn or Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Living Dead, Day of the Living Dead. Yeah, Day of the Living Dead is the one we watched. And it's either Day of the Living Dead or Land of the Living Dead is my favorite, so I just fucking loved that movie. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I didn't give them enough. Oh shit. I misunderstood. 48 is how much they had, not how much they needed. I don't feel like doing math, so we're adding it this way. There we go. Hang on. No, wait. Undo changes. The Romero, I've not actually watched the other guys handling, because the original movie had its like copyright split in a weird way, so two different people went and made their own movie trilogy. So I've only watched Romero's take on the series continuation, but it is very good. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Don't worry, none of this is counting towards the episode's total runtime. I haven't started my timer yet. Alright, there we go. Yep. Go ahead and remove that. Yep. Alright. Alright, let us piss, shit, and shower. Oh, you were talking about fan fiction stuff, and you mentioned a medium essay somebody wrote on IIRC. I don't know what that is. And you said there's a couple of metas you want to write, and I don't know what you mean by that. So I've always had a weird relationship with fandom cultures where, like, I will get really into a series, but I will still only passively go over the fandom culture for most things, because, like, generally fandoms tend to be very aggressively toxic, and, like, I just don't fucking like that. So I end up not engaging heavily with fandoms and not seeking them out, and I just, like, you let them stumble. Oh, if I remember correctly, that makes sense. I'll just, like, stumble upon them. Informational essay, okay. And, like, as a result, I will end up passively entering certain fandoms. Like, I feel like I've definitely thoroughly dipped my nose into the Legend of Zelda fandom from ever since I was young. And was Googling information on Zelda. And, like, I feel like I don't know. I definitely ended up falling into the area of the My Little Pony fandom for a while. Alright, let's read some information. Now I'm officially starting episode timer. God, a lot of Hartman text here. Report concerning void out. Alright, so Lucy's reports. Report concerning the void out in satellite town of UCA 01002 near Central Knot City. Hartman be yapping. Expert yapper. He's got that autism energy like me. Recorder unknown. Report date and time unknown. Where unknown. UCA 01032 has been wiped off the map by Void Out, leaving nothing but an enormous crater. Terrorism was suspected at first, but investigations shepherded by Bridges quickly ruled out the possibility, and eventually concluded that the cause was the corpse of a civilian which had been left to necrotize, unnoticed, in an urban residential area. The deceased was Lucy Strand. Tragically, she was also 7 months pregnant. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I just pieced together what I'm reading. Oh no. Don't make me read this game. Oh. The child had already been named Lou. Cause of death was ruled as drug overdose, possibly intentional, though that remains unconfirmed at this time. Surveillance data was sent to Bridges HQ for analysis, but the results were inconclusive. How were you able to figure out the cause of death? Lucy's husband, Sam Strand, has been away for some time and became concerned when he was unable to contact his wife. Though he attempted to return home, the void out was triggered immediately after his arrival. Being a repatriate, Sam was the sole survivor of the blast. As the deceased was the wife of a prominent member of Bridges, who himself is the son of President Strand, public support for the organization suffered. Many criticized the crisis management team's handling of the situation, as well as the priorities of the organization and President Strand herself. Some believe that Sam Strand was involved with his wife's death, and that he should be held accountable. While both administration and Bridges had adamantly defended him for a time, public pressure continued to mount. In a gesture, his co-workers suspect was his way of taking responsibility. Right, a gesture his co-workers suspect was his way of taking responsibility. Sam Strand resigned from Bridges. His current whereabouts are unknown. Fuck. Report 2. Who? Lucy. Report date, time unknown. Where? Unknown. Progress has been slow, but Sam has finally started to open up to me. However, his recollection of early childhood is confusing and contradictory. He has difficulty distinguishing between genuine memories and recurring dreams. Sam even claims to have met his stepsister Amelie on a beach several times while quite young. An impossible claim, to say the very least. I'm only a little older than Sam, but I was born before the Death Stranding. Okay, so that means that Sam was born soon after the Death Stranding. That is really good to know for timetables, and that means the Death Stranding occurred just a generation ago. Something we had already been given an idea that happened very recently, but we know that somebody slightly older than Sam was born before it, and he was born after. I'm only a little older than Sam, but I was born before the Death Stranding, a fact that tends to affect the way we think about the beach. In my professional opinion, the beach is a figment of our collective imagination, a shared delusion, but people born later are more likely to take its existence as a given. I wonder if they find comfort in the belief because it helps to explain the phenomenon like BTs and repatriates like Sam. I'm pretty sure it's real, given all of the people researching it so heavily and the fact that this system relies on it. Similarly, my theory is that Sam's manufactured childhood memories of the beach are his way of coping with the fact that neither Amelie nor Bridges spent much time with him. I believe that this is also the reason he still clings to the dream catcher Amelie gave him even now, as an adult. You could call it his security blanket. It may also be the key to overcoming his anaphomosophobia. Forgive me. If Sam were to emotionally distance himself from Amelie, it might reduce his resistance to physical intimacy. I will propose this approach to him in our next session. I'm sure it didn't go over well. I don't think I've scanned the memory chip that this is pushing me to yet. Yeah, no, I haven't. I gotta scan it still. Alright. The photographer. Weird stuff in Dad's old photos. Listen, Sam, there's something I thought you should know. So, the dad you brought me from the Mountaineer used to belong to my father. I decided to stop taking trips outside because it stressed my mom out too much. So I started going through his old stuff instead. Turns out, some of those pictures were pretty interesting and pretty weird. There's a lot of pictures of Mountain Knot City, the Mountain Knot City area, for example, from before the tar showed up and started spreading. And there's something really strange. Some shots, in some of the shots, some kind of object, I guess, something glowing. I'd be lying if I said I didn't really want to go take a look myself, but I couldn't do that to my mom. I guess you could check it out though if you're ever in the area. I've been to the areas they said are glowing and I haven't found anything. I went to the incinerator and couldn't find anything. So I'm gonna throw this out to you, Moth Cryptid. Is there actually a thing for me to find, and how do I spot the glowing? Can I only see it at night? But the game doesn't have a day-night cycle. I've not spotted the glowing. Am I just not looking in the right area? So, like, I wouldn't mind being pointed in the right direction a little bit if you could tell me, like, I know there's glowing now in Mountain Knot City at the incinerator. Oh, they're memory chips. Okay, it's just referencing memory chips. Thank you. So these are just giving me hints on where I can find those. I appreciate knowing that's what it was about, because I wasn't sure what it was specifically referring to. And I went to the incinerator and was looking around and was just like, what is it talking about? What is the glowing? But I didn't want to Google things in case of spoilers. That's good to know that's what they're referring to and that this is just hints towards Odrax. So I'm pretty sure I already found the Mountain Knot City one then. Aaron Hill, Mountain Knot City. Thanks for delivering the coat and boots. Mwah. Thanks for picking up Dead Man's coat and boots. They were loners, and the size we don't stock in excess. In fact, it's so rare that someone asks for them, when someone asks for them, that we only had the one set. Anyway, we'll give them a good wash before placing them to storage. Take care of yourself, Sam. I hope you don't mind, but I sniffed them a little bit before giving them back. The roboticist. Are humans all that important? Yes. Couldn't stay away, huh? Glutton for punishment, I reckon. Then let me bore you a little more. I told you before about the drone syndrome and delivery dependence, right? Turns out there's an interesting little theory both might be reactions to. Against might and better way of putting it. The possibility of the singularity. Oop, whoops. Oh god, hang on. Okay, sorry. I lost my place. Humans didn't want to stop being human. The Death Stranding, that was mankind's last-ditch attempt to retain a sense of self. We caused it somehow, because we couldn't bear the thought of losing our identity. Makes sort of sense, no? Humans have beaches, humans become BTs, humans cause void-outs. It all comes back to us. We die, sure, but at least we die with a bang, not a whimper. Maybe our next step should be to try and make the singularity happen for real. Get rid of us once and for all. I mean, I don't actually think that way. You know I don't. But sometimes I can almost see the logic in it. What's the measure of a man? What's the value in fighting tooth and nail to keep him around? Is it ever too much? Can't help wondering. I tell you, I'd hate to die and come back as BT and stir up trouble. Better be rid of the flesh, don't you think, Sam? Don't like that. Don't like that topic. Hang on, my headset's... There we go. Let's take it off and adjust it. The Spiritualist. Snapshots of ages past. Sam, do you recall the handprints you bought me? Well, I hope you're sitting down, because when I analyzed it, I discovered that it was 65 million years old. It dates back to the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs became extinct. I hope you appreciate the sound effect I used for that emote. I did fear that perhaps it was just the rocks, and the handprints itself had been added much later, but it seems not to be the case. Could someone have traveled through time via the beach in order to leave it? If not, how could it possibly have been made? I plan to look into the matter further, and will get in touch with you when I learn more. If you happen to stumble across anything that might shed light on the mystery, you'll let me know too, won't you? Interesting. So that either implies, like she said, time travel, or humans are way, way older than we thought, or maybe BTs are older than we thought, and are a resurfacing of something ancient that predates man? Thoughts. BTs aren't affected by your blood? BTs that aren't affected by your blood? What? No, please, don't tell me that's gonna be a thing. Oh, please don't tell me there's gonna be BTs I can't fight. I wanna fucking cry. I was about to roast the bird. Now I'm not having doubts. Or now I'm having doubts. I mean, it's also possible her readings were incorrect. That's the last possibility. How are things, Sam? Have you hit the coast yet? You can't be far off, I bet. You'll be pleased to hear that the local porters are doing their best in your absence. And those hermetic grenades you brought here are making a huge difference. Speaking of all things hermetic, though, we received a report that suggests there are some BTs out there that aren't affected by your blood. The BTs in question glowing bright red. Oh no! Oh no! Don't tell me that there's gonna be BTs I can't fight! There's BTs I can't fight! I don't want that to be a thing! terrify me. My only reason that I'm not scared of the BTs is because I know I can kill them. So I can just run through their territory, no problem, and light them up if they got too close. The poor porter ran into it, barely had lived to tell the tale. He brought plenty of hermetic grenades with him, but they didn't seem to do the trick. As you can imagine, this is a seriously concerning development. I mean, your blood was the only weapon we had against those things. And any other people who have my condition if they exist. What are we supposed to do now? Sure, they're bound to have some kind of vulnerability we can exploit, but how many of us are going to have to die finding out what that might be? Anyway, consider yourself warned, Sam. Be careful out there, okay? You gotta piss on them, that's the secret. CQC the BTs. Mountain Guide. We've picked a name. Dear Sam, I thought I should let you know that our son is in good health, which is a relief, because I was nervous giving birth with just the two of us here. But the doc gave great advice, and in the end, it felt like he was here with us in the room. Mwah. I also wanted to say that if you hadn't showed up when you did, this baby of ours might not be here. I might not be here. The doc was a huge help, of course, but there's no denying we owe you much. We owe much to the generosity of many people. But it all began with you, which is why we're going to name him Sam. I pray that as he grows older, he'll bring people together just like you. Mwah. I think I did the right number of snaps there. Oh man. Awesome. Awesome shit. Alright. Let's get back above the ground. Leave this place. Leave this place. Leave! Alright, let's... So... I'm going to... Yeah. It's gonna be the new Brian, like Brian or John. I mean, I guess Sam's already a common name, but we're just gonna make it more common, you know? So I've not unlocked whoever the fuck lives here, which is interesting. Because, that's a real holdup on my system. Why have I not gotten things for them? Curious. I know this is the pizza guy. I'm getting some real holdups in my, roadway, which is annoying. What was spooky? Wait, what was the spooky thing? What did I not see that was spooky? What am I supposed to be scared of? I'm scared. What's happening?
Someone's happy.
I love BB. I love BB. Why are there bells that play in this area? Do the bells signify something I'm not aware of? Oh yeah, the music generally has very ominous toning in this game. Is there something to those bells that I should be warned about? Or is it just meaningless? It's a generic sound effect. It's always nice when I have somebody chilling in the stream, because, like, the game alone is always fun, but it's nice to have somebody, especially with games like Death Stranding, to look over and actively talk to. It's why I want to get the Two Brothers series going again in the future. But right now, you know, a lot of Two Brothers was recorded right as, my brother became a dad, and it was literally just an infant and was, like, you know, not the hardest thing to handle, but now it's a toddler, so it eats up a lot of his time. Mix that with the fact that my brother and his spouse run their own business. It's made it very hard for us to do that stuff. But hey, if people can support me enough on Ko-fi to the point where I can do this for a living and not have to worry about a day job, it'll become infinitely easier to schedule two brothers. So one of the benefits of if we hit my goal of doing this without needing to rely on a day job will be that two brothers will be able to return. Her. I'm trying to get two brothers back as much as I can as is. But, you know, things be hard. Brother, life's like my dick. Hard all the time. To the point where it's medically concerning. Call a doctor. It hurts. I hate it when people just leave their car in the middle of the road. Alright. Let's make some deliveries. Nice.
Hey Sam, it's great to see you again.
I should complete certain people. I mean, I'm gonna complete everybody. So you don't even need to give suggestions. I want to get 5 stars with all people, and I want to do all of the deliveries. I sometimes worry if I missed some deliveries in the first map, but you know, I'm trying to not worry too much about that. I love the delay in chat to me saying things. Or I'll say something fucking heinous and like then I'll move on in the conversation, talk about something else, and then I get messages in chat about it. I wish I could reduce the delay, but
Look,
what does she give me? She gives me resources of some kind. Yeah, she gives me resin. Alright, load that onto the truck. I've got more resin than I need, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll find somebody to take it. Take on orders, standard orders. I'll take that and put it in the truck. I'll take this and put it in the truck. The spiritualist and the cosplayer look almost identical. I've noticed that. What the fuck is... I wonder if there's gonna be revelatory moments about that. Oh my god. Oh no, he's in the hangar? Let him free! Hang on, do they have... No, I don't have gold for them. Is that our buddy friend? Our buddy friend, our buddy free. Alright. Yeah. Hey, buddy. I knew you were like, hiding somewhere. God, you're so fucking cute.
Order assigned.
But that is actually gonna be the end of this episode for the YouTube crowd. So, end cards will be appearing in just a moment. Hope you've all been enjoying. Love you all very, very much, and ta-ta for now. Man, I love that audio. That music is so good.